focusing on is James Patton in the dark shirt versus Michael Trujillo in the blue. Trujillo is actually a 4-time champion here at the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. He's up 2-0. If he wins this set, he moves on.
He's obviously got
two serving lines
skills in finessing the ball. Serves.
Nice shot.
It's a nice return. Like that.
Two apiece.
Both of the sets so far have just been pretty dominating victories on Trujillo's part. Hasn't really been much of a challenge for him early on so far. Of course, probably to be expected with the former gold medalist in the early rounds. I'm sure he's looking to move on, keep moving on in this high-level competition.
Mr. Patton's got essentially defensive response to a lot of the shots.
Two serving 5.
The way these games work is that each of the competitors gets 2 serves in a row. So regardless of whether or not they get the point on that particular serve, after 2 serves, their opponent gets to serve twice in a row. And Patton's return goes long. Point goes to Trujillo. Trujillo leads 6-1 so far here in the third set. Best 3 out of 5 scenario in these games. And Patton can't find the table. 7-1 now, Trujillo. So the serve goes back to Trujillo.
Nice serve by Trujillo.
Beautiful serve that time. No chance of even return it. Catching the corner of the table.
3 serving 8.
3 serving 8.
Next game, Johnson, 415. McFadden, 222. Table 4.
Nice return there, stretching out, just catching the ball to the other side to Patton. One thing I've noticed watching these games is that in these type of situations, in these wheelchair games, it's a little bit difficult to reach those ones when you get those drop shots to the side of the table. You've got long arms that'll help, but in these guys' cases, they're having to stretch out a lot further.
That was the first serve, right?
No, I just served 2.
What's the question?
We're off by a point. We have an odd number anywhere, so there's a score missing somewhere.
A little bit of a dispute right now, either as to whose serve it is or what the score is.
5-8.
But it can't be. It's 9-5.
Trujillo's claiming that he leads 9-5. The scorekeeper originally said 8-5. So they're trying to sort this one out right now. Throughout this matchup, Trujillo has constantly had to stay on the scorekeeper to make sure to shout out that score loudly, is what I've noticed.
Yep, just to keep things straight, and there's no controversy as far as points go, especially towards the end of this game, which it's just a few points away from Patton possibly losing this one.
Score.
And it seems like these table tennis matches have been so fast-paced so far is that you have to make sure that the scorekeeper shouts out that score before you get on to the next serve.
Even if you lose your match, you may not be out of the bracket. So before you leave, make sure you check your desk to see if you're still in
for the players, because they're fully ensconced in the game itself, and they sometimes will lose track, especially if a point's gone very long and they've lost track of where they are in the match. So it's supposed to be really easy to keep on top of what's going on.
Okay, so now it's 7.
Trujillo leads 9-7. You have to win by 2 in these games, so even if you get to 11, if your opponent has 10, you've got to make it a 12-10 victory.
Of the 3 games they've played, this is easily the closest game. And that was long, so we got a 9-8 game.
9-8.
Well, Patton's finding himself on the verge of a comeback. Let's see if he can take advantage.
Great volley there.
And the return goes long. Trujillo at the last moment returning it over to Patton. A sharp return at Patton then sends 2 long. So 10-8 is the score. This is the match point, and the return goes long. Trujillo wins 11-8, and he moves on in the National Veterans Wheelchair Games. He beats James Patton by a final score of 11-8.
Great camaraderie, handshake, hug at the end of the match.
Thank you. Good job.